Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Here we go! Holy crap!
Looks like you already have.
I need guns. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a very, very special episode of Let's Talk About It. Now, it is Saturday. I try not to shoot the show on Saturday, but a bunch of stuff is happening this morning for Marvel that I just couldn't wait till Monday to talk to you guys about this. I need to talk about it. Now, first off, the first thing I actually want to start off with is just thank you guys so much for watching our last Let's Talk About It video. It is above 600 views right now, which is one of the biggest episodes we've ever had for the series. I've getting a lot of comments about things I can do better, some positives, some negatives. So for the people watching those videos, thank you so much for watching that and for the advice. And I'm going to take that advice. A lot of you guys are saying, I'm talking too fast, that I should just slow it down, so you can understand fully what I'm saying. So I'm going to try to work on that today. It's going to be something I'm going to work on the next couple months, talking slower so you understand what I'm fully saying. But also, before we start, press that subscribe button so you get updated on everything that's going to happening with Marvel right now. We got reactions, reviews, video game playthroughs, TV show reactions, movie reactions, news stories like this. We will do that on this channel. And let's get into this. So, you all are probably in the news right now that there is a massive leak right now at Marvel where a whole bunch of concept art has now leaked for Avengers Doomsday, some for Fantastic Four, which Fantastic Four was and a lot of it is actually being taken down. If you go into Twitter and some of the links do not work anymore because Marvel has taken it down. So luckily, I was able to snab a few things, a lot of the concept art before it was taken down. So we're going to go through each image right now. Each image we're going to talk about right now. And the first one we are going to talk about is this one. So the first concept art leak we got is this image of Star-Lord and White Vision sitting on a couch, watching TV and drinking beer and pizza. I find this interesting. I'm like, where has White Vision been all this time? Oh, wait. No, he's been staying with Star-Lord, and they're just hanging out like two bros at a house, drinking beer and eating pizza. I think, in the Vision Quest show, maybe we get more answers to what's happening here. Why Vision has just been chillaxing this entire time. Because the last time we saw him, he was like, I gotta go find myself. But one thing it also confirms that Star-Lord is going to be coming back in Avengers Doomsday, which makes sense because he is on Earth, he's just chillaxing over there. He's not going to notice some big incursion going on with Doctor Strange or even Doctor Doom. He's like, I should probably go help that out. And he's like, hey Viz, you suit up, we got to go, you got to help me with this. He's like, okay, I'll come. I kind of, am looking forward to seeing that. We don't quite know the context yet, because I think once we see Vision Quest, we'll get a better concept on what's going on. But, hey, Star-Lord and Vision drinking pizza. Eating pizza and drinking beer. I'm all for it. And, guys, just stay as a reminder, I'm going to say this. This all might be fake. This could be real. And if it is real, awesome. But if it's not, if it's fake, it's okay. We're just going to talk about, the situation and what's going on right now. But I think the thing here is that Vision and Star-Lord are going to be in Avengers Doomsday if this is all real. Now, we're going to move on to the next image here. And that is this one. We have an image of the Hulk. Not just one Hulk, but two Hulks. And it looks like we're in some, medieval type village where a bunch of Hulks live along humans. I see some humans in this image, but it also confirms that Tatiana Maslany is going to come back as She-Hulk, and also Bruce Banner coming back as the Hulk, which I'm pretty sure we knew Hulk was going to come back, but Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk, she's coming back. She is coming back. And this is kind of cool because it kind of reminds me as well as like the Old Man Logan comics, you know, where that was kind of a world where the Hulk kind of went bad and he created all these other children. So, and also like this, in my opinion, could be the replacement for the Thor army in the comics. So, in the Secret Wars comics, you know, in the newer version, the one that came out like 2016, 2015, in that comic, Doom had an army of Thors that he employed to like keep peace around his like war world. And you know, with this image, I can kind of get a sense like maybe these Hulks are like warriors for Doom. And I do think this is also images from not just Doomsday, but Secret Wars as well. I think we're it's a mix of both, where this could be, I think this is honestly an image from Secret Wars, guys. This is from Secret Wars, not Doomsday. Now, it could be a different universe, but honestly, I think this is from Secret Wars, because that is when we're going to have a bunch of multiverses collide into one Earth, and Doom's going to pick out what he wants and what he doesn't want. So, this is a really cool image. I love to see Tatiana Maslany back. I think, say what you want about She-Hulk, I really like Tatiana Maslany. I want her to get a redemption arc for her show, because I think her show, She-Hulk for me, it ended well. I like the ending. The last 2 episodes with She-Hulk were the best 2 episodes, in my opinion, in the series. I just would love her. I want to see She-Hulk again. I want to see her again, because, you know, of course, I'm not a fan of, like, the non-Berserk Hulks. And look at this. Maybe this is a return to the Berserk Hulks. You know, we got Warrior Hulks here. Like, that would be cool to see, because I really would one day want a World War Hulk story. And here, I feel like if we can reset, you know, the family barbecue Hulk and go back to, like, a Hulk that could destroy the freaking world, I would love that. But this is another image. I think it's from Secret Wars, not Doomsday. Alright. Next one is kind of a big one. Right here. Our first look at, in concept art form, of Doctor Doom. Robert Downey as Doctor Doom. And man, does he look menacing. This is a very menacing image. You know, it's just Doom sitting on his throne with his green eyes and his mask. And if this is what the suit might look like, Doom seems like he's going to be a problem. Like, look how bulky he looks. Like, this is a guy you don't want to mess with. I love that, you know, it's also incorporating the white, which is kind of like the God Emperor Doom from the comics, which that Doom is a very overpowered person. And like he's got like the fur coat, and I'm like, this could be the Doom from Secret Wars. This is, I think, going to be Doom in Secret Wars. I think we're going to see the green Doom in Doomsday, and then we are going to see like a white God Emperor Doom in Secret Wars. So I think, like I said before, I think this is a mix of not just Doomsday, but Secret Wars images as well. So that's like really all we'll talk about. It's just Doom sitting on a throne, getting a full look at his costume. Now there is another Doom one. It's this one right here. This Doom concept art, which kind of goes in turn with like kind of the Hulk concept art, where it's kind of like a medieval type era. Now, there isn't just Doctor Doom in this image. There are, looks like, a bunch of other characters in this image. The first one we're going to talk about the girl in the dress and the kid. That, I believe, is Sue Storm and Franklin Richards. Yes. It's highly rumored for Fantastic Four that Reed and Sue are going to have a child in Franklin Richards. And I have to believe this, because in that Secret Wars comic, going back 2015 and 2016, Doom created this reality after a reality was destroyed because all the Earths were colliding into each other. He created it to save it, but also kind of make his own universe. And in that universe, he was married to Sue Storm. Franklin Richards, you know, and Sue and Reed's daughter were his children. Johnny Storm was the son, and the Thing was just a giant, huge rock monster like the size of Galactus. And I'm getting to the feeling like that's what this is inspired by, because not only do we see Vanessa Kirby, which I have to believe Sue Storm, but we also see over here Doctor Strange. And in that comic as well, Doom warped reality where Doctor Strange was kind of like his Merlin, like his biggest confidant. Like he trusted Doctor Strange with the most powerful artifacts in the universe. And that's what I think Doctor Strange is going to play here, because in that comic, of course, Doctor Doom, sadly, he kills Strange in that comic because Strange wakes up and remembers his memories from the past world. Because, like, guys, in Secret Wars, the people who are occupying Doom's world, his battle world, do not remember their past. They just remember the future and destiny Doom set for them. So I'm really getting the feeling that this is going to be majorly based on the 2015-2016 Secret Wars comics, but also they're going to take their own liberties, because none of this, like, medieval, like, Game of Thronesy or Lord of the Rings type thing were really in that comic. You know, it had, you know, parts of it that was like it, but it's really seemed like it's inspiring this right now. Like, it looks good. Now, there are two other characters, I think. One of them, you can see kind of back there, Yelena Belova. You can see Yelena, and it looks like Yelena is kind of like the King's Guard for Doom, like, you know, which makes sense. She's a powerful assassin, one of the most skilled assassins, as Red Guardian calls her, you know, the greatest child assassin to ever live. So it makes sense that Doom kind of wanted to have someone who could lead his guard, and he got Yelena, which, another confirmation, Florence Pugh will be in the movie. So I'm thinking, like, maybe Doom has turned the Thunderbolts into his King's Guard. You know, characters like Ghost, John Walker, Taskmaster, if she survives it. Maybe even Sentry, you know, if he survives it. Bucky, you know, what if the Thunderbolts in this reality are turned into Doom's King's Guard? Which that would be freaking, first off, freaking badass, because I can't wait for Thunderbolts. I think that's going to be I think that's also going to be the best Marvel movie this year. Say what you want about Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts is what my most anticipated Marvel movie this year. I think it's going to be the best one. Now, that's for Yelena. Now, there is one more character that you can't really see, but we got to think we know who it is. There's a guy that Yelena is holding by a chain. I think that's Reed Richards. I think that's Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards. And this, I think, is perfect. Why? Because we see Fantastic Four, even in the teaser, that Reed Richards has this happy family, and they stop Galactus and everything's all good and happy. But what if I do also now think that Doom's going to be in Fantastic Four, because this confrontation does not make sense if Doom's not there. And he sees this, and he sees that Doom has not only stolen his family, but his life. You know, stole his children, stole his wife, stole his best friend, Ben Grimm, and stole his brother-in-law, Johnny Storm. Like, imagine you're sitting there. He's seeing Doom having his life, having his wife, having his child, and also Reed seeing that they don't even recognize him. Like, like in the comic, in Secret Wars, Reed tries to go to Sue, even his children, and say, I am your father, I'm your real father. They don't believe them, and they are actually scared of Reed in that comic. And it's so heartbreaking, because it's really about Doom just wanting Reed's life. That's the whole thing. You know, we gotta remember, Doom's greatest adversary is not the Avengers. He doesn't hate the Avengers. He goes against them, but he hates Reed Richards. We all gotta remember that. Doom hates Reed Richards. And so for him looking like in this image, stealing his life, making sure his love of his life, Sue Storm, does not remember him, and taking his children is the ultimate F you, basically, to Reed. It's like, you think your life was good? Well, it's my life now, so move over, buddy. And this is going to, I think, really show like our depressed Reed Richards. And I do also believe we are going to, if it's going the way of the Secret Wars comics, I think it's very possible we could see the Maker. The Maker would be so great to see. If you guys don't know who the Maker is, you know, he is a variant of Reed Richards, who basically is just an evil bastard who hates everything and wants to destroy everything. One of the worst Reed Richards variants. So this image is very, very cool. There's a lot to dissect this image. And there's also more. Guys, there's more. Like, more. The next image is this one. Marvel has said they weren't going to recast Black Panther. Well, according to this image, we're getting our new Black Panther, guys. This is an image not of young T'Challa, not of son T'Challa. It looks like we have officially found our recast. And it's going to be, I believe it's Damson Idris. Yes, Damson Idris. If I'm saying his first name wrong, guys, put it in the comments down below. But it looks like he is going to be a Black Panther. Now, a lot of people are running with the story. He's going to be Black Panther in the MCU. I'm like, I think it's possible. Yes, he could be our Black Panther in the MCU. But I also think that this Black Panther is going to be not in Doomsday, Secret Wars. Because Black Panther as well has a huge part to play in the Doomsday comics. I mean, not Doomsday, Secret Wars comics. He's the one who goes with, I believe, Doctor Strange, and he goes to his citadel of artifacts to get the Infinity Gauntlet to help defeat Doom. And you know, Black Panther, of course, is one of the survivors. But in this image, I'm getting the sense that T'Challa Black Panther is one of the people who rule one of the sections of Battleworld, which is Wakanda. And you know, maybe our heroes who do survive, because we have no idea who survives this war in Doomsday. Because I believe it's going to end with it's not going to be like a situation in Doomsday where it's going to be like, oh, Doom beats the Avengers, and you know, everything's hunky dory, you know, and it's going to be like a repeat of the Infinity Saga. No, I think it's going to be that Doom is the only one who can save their universes from collapsing, because the multiverse has opened up and all the Earths are destroying each other in like a multiversal war. And maybe Reed Richards goes in and was like, Doom, I need your help. We need to make sure the ones we love don't die. And Doom, being the maniacal son of a bitch he is, he's like, well, I can do that, but I can also make my own reality anything I want. And that's what happens in the comics. And, you know, of course, you know, it's a movie. You know, it's not going to be exactly translated from the comics. But I have to believe that they are taking inspiration from that comic. Because everything I'm saying is pointed to that way. I think T'Challa is going to be one of the sectioned rulers in this battle world that they will have in Secret Wars. And we're going to have our heroes trying to convince these people that they do not have to live under Doom's rule. That they can make their own choices. That the destiny, the life you've lived, is not the destiny that you remember. This is not how your life was supposed to be. I think it's cool that possibly this confirms our new Black Panther. Which, Marvel, this is a really bad if this leaks, because this is something you want to see for an announcement. And of course, we could get an article tomorrow saying all of it was fake, all of this was fabricated. But right now, we're playing that this is real. So, the confirmation that we now have a new Black Panther is very, very real. And this is a really beautiful image. You know, I love the image of T'Challa finally having his cape. And I love the suit. The suit is very, very comic Black Panther. Very, very comic Black Panther. Alright. And then there is one more image. And it's not my favorite image, but it's a pretty cool image. We have an image here of Wong, Star-Lord, and the young Avengers. And also a little bit look at like an X-Men type character. So, in this image, we see Wong, Star-Lord, and the Young Avengers roster all meeting in like a bar to discuss something. So this also confirms that we are getting Young Avengers. So Young Avengers, or the Champions, or whatever they're going to call themselves, this is the team. So, the team for Young Avengers. We got Miss Marvel, Iman Vellani. So great to see her back. We got one of my favorite actors right now, in Haley Steinfeld as Hawkeye. Yes, as Hawkeye. Kate Bishop. We got Cassie Lang coming back, playing, I believe it's Stinger or Structure. We don't really know her superhero name yet, because she hasn't really gotten one. And of course, we see Weekend back, which I loved Agatha all along. I love the Weekend character. I love that actor. I'm so excited that he's coming back. And we also see his brother Speed. Speed's there as well. So I have to believe that Vision Quest is taking part before this. So we're going to get Vision Quest before Doomsday comes out, because we need the explanation of why is Speed there? Why is Vision crashing on Star-Lord's couch? But I think like this might be Wong and Star-Lord. I think these two are going to be the ones recruiting a new Avengers team. And, you know, maybe they're going to ask the Young Avengers for help, because maybe like, hey, we need you guys to come and help us. But I do really think that the ones assembling the Avengers are going to be Wong and Star-Lord. And this image just basically confirms it. I think Star-Lord has a big part to play in this movie. Because, remember, in the Guardians, they said the legendary Star-Lord will return. And just recently, with an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, he said he's coming back he said, don't worry, fans, he is coming back. And this basically confirms that Star-Lord is back. I think Star-Lord is actually going to become an Avenger, one of Earth's mightiest heroes, which I think is very cool. I love seeing my boy Chris Pratt. And I love how it's still the Wong cinematic universe. We still got Wong showing up everywhere, I do think it's his goal to recruit a new Avengers team to take on Doom. Now, this looks like it also takes place in a multiverse, because we do see like an X-Men character with like an X-Men logo on it. No idea who that is. But guys, so much concept art has leaked already for Doomsday / Secret Wars. What do you guys think about all of this concept art? Leave it in the comments down below. Leave your comments, theories, anything in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.